the dietary food guidelines very closely for decades, and I never thought I would see what I just saw yesterday. And for the first time in history, they didn't just tweak the pyramid, they flipped it upside down. This is a massive win by RFK Jr. And yes, there are a few problems which we're going to cover, but mostly I am super excited because what this is going to do for children in schools, for hospitals, nursing homes, for the military, all these institutional foods, they're going to have to completely rewire the supply chains. You have to understand how radical this shift is. For over 40 years, the foundation of our guidelines were the grains being the base, okay? I mean, I'm talking between 6 to 11 servings of grains every single day. The entire past pyramids have been based on carbohydrates. But yesterday in this release, they walked away from that entire model. They didn't do what they normally did, which is adjust a few numbers. They actually talked about the food itself, which is enormous. But I think this didn't happen from just opinions. The data has been accumulating for years and years, and there had been a point where you just can't ignore it anymore. They now directly targeted in the crosshairs ultra-processed foods as being the primary driver of 90% of chronic disease. I'm talking about obesity, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver. For decades, the ultra-processed food companies were protected by silence. But now, that's all gone. So there's no longer this cosmetic wording of making things sound really healthy. There's some pretty hardcore statements in this document. I'm going to put a link down below. Let's just compare and contrast the old model with the new model. In the old model, okay, it was recommended 6 to 11 servings of carbohydrates. That is a massive amount of carbohydrates that turn into sugar in your body. They also recommended low fat. They also wanted you to do low cholesterol and low saturated fats. And of course, they focused on calories. Calories in equals calories out.